Now, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Now here's Russell. Tipped. It's stolen by Leonard. Here we go. Here's Wall. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Russell with the ball. Paul George pulls down the board.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Here's Towns. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. And it's off the back of the rim, no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. We played just over a minute here in the first. The kick out to Wall. Back to Leonard. Stolen by Russell.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Back to Wall. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team. Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Russell. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Now here's Wall. Kicks it to George. Leonard on the wing. And he lobs it up top. And the jam by George.
Good chance to see Paul George burst that time.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Towns. Rebound by the Clippers.
Relaxed defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Morris can't hit. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. The open shot by Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
George, a deep 3. Morris finds George, puts up a 3. That shot missing. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That'll belong to John Wall. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's George. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Russell against Wall. Pass to Gobert. Tipped away and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter here. George with it. Leonard for three. Knocks it down from distance. Leonard's got 6.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Pass to Edwards. That shot off. And the Clippers will come the other way. The kick out to Morris. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Count it.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Wall against Russell. Pass to Zubac. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Edwards against George. Leonard outside. Morris for three. Russell with the rebound. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Los Angeles finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Gobert. Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. Outside Russell. Towns for three. Kept alive by Minnesota. Here's Gobert. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Wall against Russell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Outside Russell. Closed it in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Towns can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Back to Wall. Pass to Leonard. Fires it. That one a little long.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Outside for Russell from behind the arc. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Well, Los Angeles shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. George outside. Morris on the wing. Kicks it to George. Launches a three. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. Morris has got 3 assists in the game. Well, Brent, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tips, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your board a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee. And that goes for both sides.
Offensive rebound. Back to Wall. George outside. From the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Paul George pulls down the board. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all of the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Wall, the pass to George. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Throws it up high. Shot's good by Towns. Towns has got 6.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Wall, the pass to George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim. Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
You look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Wall against Russell. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. Here's Russell. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Prince. And here's Edwards outside. And that's not going to go.
Because of Paul George's athletic.
And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from John Wall.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good. The Clippers shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Pass to Morris. Now Zubac. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his third.
He misses the free throw.
First team foul.
He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves shooting only 27% for today's game. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. Here's Prince. Towns with the ball. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
George outside. Going inside. Missed inside.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Prince. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. It's going to go on Paul George.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor, and the physical nature of his play, you got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Here's Wall. He's got 9. Pass to Zubac. Morris outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards. Here's Towns, and the layup is good. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass, recapturing possession so he could take it right back up.
Here's Wall, and no good. Good work defensively by Russell. The Timberwolves trail. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds in the game, and George launches it from deep. Zubac passes to Wall, changes up. That one no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. It's stolen by Wall. Down low. The ball's knocked loose. Outside Russell. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. All by himself. Looking to end the drought. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Towns passes to Edwards. That one falls. Edwards has got 6 points.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Pass to Leonard. Takes the 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Wall, the pass to George. From deep. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Morris, left side. Counted from distance. 5 points in the game.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. Here's Wall. He's got 9. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to George. The kick out to Wall. And the 3 off target. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Edwards against Leonard. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
George passes to Wall. 3-pointer. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, and they've racked up a ton. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. The three. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds now. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
George outside. And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. The kick out to Morris. Back to Wall. Morris outside. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
Wall, the pass to Morris. The three is up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. High post Towns. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers in the lead. Wall finds Zubats. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Edwards, the pass to Towns. From the high post. And right on target.
Just pure shooting ability from Towns. Exceptional. A big guy who can do it all on the offensive end.
Leonard outside. There's the three. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Russell, that's good.
Russell in complete control that time. To score off of that drive, that's a skill you have to have as a combo guard in this league.
Pass to Wall. Leonard outside. Back to Wall. Take it away. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
D'Angelo forcing the issue right there, trying to find a way to draw contact.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Los Angeles.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Edwards for 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
What an effort from Wall on the play. Refusing to let the foul stop him from taking the shot.
At the line for the Clippers, John Wall.
And he's able to hit the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. And Minnesota has possession. Over to the left wing. Here's Towns. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Wall, the pass to George. Edwards against Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
The turnaround jumper. Another miss by Minnesota.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
George finds Morris. Back to George. Now Morris. George outside. Off the mark there with a three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The shot by Russell, no good. George against Russell. Pass to Zubac. With the drive, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
George passes to Morris. Back to George. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry.
At goal, 6'3", number 12.
All eyes, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in its small forward.
How about the D there by Russell? Just using that 6'9" wingspan to jack the ball loose and kicks it up off the fast break.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Out to Brooks. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Here's Russell. Towns up top. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals. I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And that one's good, Morant.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Misses the wing chair.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Brooks with no one around. No good on the three. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Edwards can't hit.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Now here's Morant. Out to Brooks. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Towns, the pass to Russell. Shoots over Morant. And Russell gets it to go. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Morant outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
The Timberwolves trail. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Prince in the corner. Nice move. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. From deep, Brooks. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Prince misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Now Russell. Following the miss by John Morant from deep to the paint. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Morant outside. There's the pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Russell. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Can't cash in from close range.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. It's Brooks on the wing. And that one goes long. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Russell dishes to Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, boy, you are in for a show.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Russell against Morant. Out to Brooks. They need this one. Gobert pulls it in. Here's Edwards. Just 3 on the clock. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
And so the first quarter is in the book.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 side. Now here's Morant. Out to Brooks. On the wing, Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
Here's Russell. That shot, no good. Adams, some nice D. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Payne for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's the lob to Towns. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Payne passes to Adams. Knocked loose. Brooks outside. Out to Morant. Brooks dishes to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota leading by 5. Also looking it over. Morant with some nice D. And so here's Memphis. He kicks it to Brooks. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Richard, for a while, teams went smaller. They became quicker. Now we're seeing some teams go big, playing 2, sometimes 3 7-footers in the lineup. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's always a pendulum swing. Once it goes too small, then all of a sudden the pendulum swings back. And now everyone is looking for size. But you have to have size that can also stretch the floor because teams need guys that can rebound. That's what they're looking for.
Now here's Jackson. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, Brooks kicks to Jackson. On the wing, Payne. Pass to Morant. Just 4 to shoot. Payne passes to Adams. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside, Russell. Down low. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Brooks kicks to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Russell with it. Now defended by Bain. Here's Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Bain finds Morant. Connects from 3-point range. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdowns.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Now here's Morant. He's got 7. Bain looking around. Back to Jackson. Morant against Russell. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Outside Russell to the inside. Here's Edwards. That one doesn't go. And Memphis the other way now. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Morant with a wide open look. Can't tie it up as that one misses. It's Edwards on the wing. Brooks covering. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And Morant throws it down.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
Up top, Russell. Guarded by Morant. Russell passes to Prince. To the middle. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Right side Towns. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled in the act.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And the dunk by Towns.
And look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
The Timberwolves, 21.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Green, and it's Tillman in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Hitting 3-pointers, so important in today's NBA. Good thing Russell's got the range and confidence to do so.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Timberwolves leading by 4. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
And Towns drops them both.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
They kick it out to Green. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Russell inside. Here's Gobert, and Jones sends it back. They recover it. Russell. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. The Grizzlies trail by 6. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Tillman, defended by Gobert. And he drops it in from the low post.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Jones against Russell. Pass to Edwards. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Jones, no one around him. Bangs home the trifecta.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Kicks it out to Prince. A floater. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Green. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Gobert.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Here's Towns, and the layup is good. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter.
And one of the offensive forces in the league. When Towns wants to score, it is really hard to keep him from his spots.
Here's Conchar. Edwards defending. Kicks it out to Jones. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Russell passes to Edwards. Back to Russell. Towns sets the pick for Russell. Down low. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Jones against Russell. Pass to Conchar. And stolen by Russell. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Now here's Jones. He's got 6 on the wing. Green. There's the 3. The shot, no good. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies. You stand.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Grizzlies trail by 4, and a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. The Timberwolves shooting for the game at 42%. Russell against Morant. Towns sets the pick for Russell. To the paint, shot clock at 6. Towns kicks to Russell. The rebound by Steven Adams. And for Memphis, they're shooting the ball at 42%. From deep, Brooks drains the three-pointer. Brooks has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Memphis.
Good use of the stop and pop there by Brooks, keeping his body under control.
Outside, Russell. The kick out to Towns. Offensive rebound.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Bain. Out to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
First team.
Outside, Russell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Morant passes to Bain. Bucket is good.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
Here's Russell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steven Adams picks one up.
And another thing you like about Russell, just good size at that lead guard position, and makes him a handful to defend inside. And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Outside for Jackson, and stolen by Russell. Towns with it, guarded now by Jackson, and foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws, and they'll retain possession.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And so Russell hits them both.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Prince finds Edwards. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Back to Edwards. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. It's a 5-point game. And there's the pass to Bain. Morant with it. Russell's there.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
1:43 left to play in the final quarter. Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. Gobert dishes to Edwards. And Adams sends it back. They retain possession. Clock at 4. Russell inside. Guarded by Morant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. There's 1:26 left in the fourth. It's Brooks on the wing. To tie it up. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And stolen by Russell.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
It's a lack of focus, that's all it is. But it can be a wake-up call for teams that have gotten too careless. The rules are rules.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that hit factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Russell passes to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. It drops.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Morant with it. And so Minnesota takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I said...
Here with Ant, and both teams tonight unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Outside Booker, 4-3. Rebound Minnesota. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And Bridges, here we go. Stripped it away. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Ayton. They get it back. Gobert, that's good.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Russell against Paul. Pass to Ayton. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Five to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Bridges. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Prince can't hit. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams. Defensively, you have to stay connected to them on the perimeter.
Russell against Paul. The kick out to Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it, showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
And both free throws good for Edwards. The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Paul. Booker with it. Russell covering to the inside and stolen by Edwards. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. There's the drive, and the shot goes in.
They opened the gates, and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition.
The Suns trailing. Outside Paul. Pass to Crowder. The kick out to Paul. Bridges outside. 6 to shoot. Booker with it. Lets the 3 fly. Prince grabs the miss. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And he's going for the oop here.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
The layup off target.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Three-pointer, Bridges. No good on the shot. And Minnesota will come the other way. Prince on the attack. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Boy, the attacking mentality of Prince right there. You love that. If he has a lane, he's not going to wait around. He's going to hit it right away.
Booker's shot is good. Booker's got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Towns finds Russell. And Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability, but he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
That's good from Ayton. The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too, and he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard, but I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too. Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Here's Paul. Pass to Aiden. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Outside Russell. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. There's the triple. Rebound Minnesota. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Takes a three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Towns. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending.
And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
It's all about the offensive boards. I mean, they're just a statement about toughness, trying to demoralize your opponent by outworking them, out-hustling them.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Crowder finds Booker. The kick out to Paul for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Bridges to the paint. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Outside Edwards. Inside, Gobert. Pass to Prince. Now Russell. Now Towns. 5 on the clock. Off target with the 3.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Bridges passes to Crowder. Booker for 3. Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. The kick out to Paul. All alone. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Paul's got his first basket.
That's a good decision right there to get Paul the ball. He made it look easy on that catch and shoot.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Brent beyond the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And stolen by Edwards. And there it is for him. Edwards has got 10 points.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Crowder left side. The shot no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Russell. Nice D from Bridges. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Pass to Booker. Paul for 3. Not going to go that time. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Edwards can't hit.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Booker can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. And it's Towns penetrating. And it's powered home by Towns.
And no help on that one. Towns, long stride. Get all the way to the rack. Way to go, big fella.
Back to Paul. Pass to Bridges. For 3, Booker. And And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Pass to Booker. Fires for 3. Towns with a rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Boy, nice strong finish that time by Taurean Prince.
Crowder with it. Back to Booker. Got it. That bucket makes him just 3 for 10.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Towns a screen on Booker. Edwards a pass to Towns. Up and over Crowder. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
And for the Suns, they're shooting only 27% for today's game. Pass to Bridges. Outside Booker. Over Edwards. Booker missing again.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
To the inside. And stolen by Paul. Here's Bridges. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. From deep 3-point range. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
14. The Timberwolves. 26.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Paul passes to Crowder. No good from outside. Minnesota's shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Here's Prince. He's got 6. Pass to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Prince. Stolen by Bridges. Stolen by Russell. Here's Prince. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown. Prince has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Booker with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Oh, it's blocked by Towns. Stolen by Ayton, and the Suns pushing it up now. Paul for 3. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Paul against Russell. Here he goes. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Russell's got his second basket.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender. And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
The kick out to Edwards. No good on the 3. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Looking to get it going. The kick out to Paul. From deep. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. And he lobs it up top. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Ayton on the money from 12 feet away. Ayton's got 9.
Love seeing Ayton take these mid-range jumpers. He realizes guys at his position have to hit these kind of shots.
The kick out to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Towns. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 6 points for him.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Bridges, left side. Back to Paul. Outside for Booker. Just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer, Bridges. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Russell against Paul. Russell, the pass to Edwards. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Back to Russell. Pass to Gobert. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now. Bridges passes to Ayton. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, for a center, Ayton's got a nice jumper. It's a big reason why he went first overall in the draft.
Here's Prince. Out to the wing. Towns for 3. He drops it from range. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Here's Prince. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Crowder. Shot from 12. Another one falls for Phoenix. Well, Clark, it's getting harder to find players' true positions. We've got bigs who bring the ball up the court. We got guards who defend in the post.
Yeah, it's a very different kind of a game. Actually, we hear this phrase positionless basketball all the time, BA, but the skill level of players is so vast now. I mean, everybody handles the ball, wings and bigs, and you mix and match skills across the court and at every position. So a lot of diversity in the skill set of players in today's game.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 4 assists in the game. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Prince. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
Good chance here for Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Towns on a screen. Edwards for three. With the tip. Great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
One of the many skills that Towns brings every night is his offensive rebound.
Paul passes to Crowder. Lets it go from deep. And they get it back. Back to Booker. Nails the 16-footer.
It's tough to contain Booker on the catch and shoot because of his smooth, quick release. Impressive.
Russell against Paul. The kick out to Edwards. Towns passes to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Crowder with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has a chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Russell against Paul. The kick out to Edwards. Ayton with the defensive effort. For Phoenix, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Bridges passes to Ayton. Got a hand on it.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Pass to Gobert. Now Edwards. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth, and they're on the run. Here's Crowder, and Crowder with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
To the left wing. Russell from deep three-point land. Off on that one. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Morris outside. Nobody near Leonard. No good from outside.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Paul George grabs the miss.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Now here's Jackson. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, Jackson drives in, and the wide-open shot from Morris. No good with the triple. And the Timberwolves with possession. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Towns, high post. Leonard's there, and the officials call a traveling violation. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Jackson kicks to George. Jackson looking it over. Los Angeles with another miss.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Now here's Jackson. Morris finds Jackson. Fires from deep. And the Clippers miss again. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Prince. Leonard with the steal. Jackson passes to Leonard. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Once a weakness, Leonard's three-point shot is now a strength, a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
Russell against Jackson. The kick out to Towns. Feeds it to Edwards. The shot missing. Excellent D there from George. Now let's find out what head coach Chris Finch had to say to David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those 2 things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, it didn't sound like he thought they could.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now the Clippers on the break. Morris with the ball.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
Over to the left wing. Here's Towns. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And then George with the jam.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Pass to Edwards. To the left wing. Here's Towns. He takes it in, and that one drops. Towns has got 6.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Outside, George. Outside for Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Nice play. Usually, Reggie prefers to initiate, but this time gets it done off the catch.
Jackson against Russell. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Morris finds Leonard out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Russell against Jackson. Russell passes to Edwards. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And a deep three from George. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Ooh, love it, love it. Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Tie game in Minnesota. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Russell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now, and let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Over Prince. Leonard, no luck.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Edwards drives in. It's hauled in by Zubats. The Clippers trail. And George kicks to Leonard. A three from Morris. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
The kick out to Towns. Goes back up. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Russell. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
An active competitor. Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound Minnesota. Russell looking around. The kick out to Towns. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Misses the baby hook. LA has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the dunk by Jackson.
A decisive finish for Reggie Jackson at the rim.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. Here's Morris. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Here's Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Tries to keep it alive. Clippers leading by 4. Nobody near George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
To end the run, Morris with the rebound. Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. A 3 from Leonard. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. A deep 3 from Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Prince wide open. Kept alive, Minnesota. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
George passes to Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
Minnesota shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. .130 left to play here in the second quarter. George dishes to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Here's Towns, and again, it's Minnesota.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
This is it to Morris. Leonard on the wing, from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 6 points.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Russell. Gobert trying to get open. Minnesota again turning it over. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's George. Gobert with the block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Russell finds Prince. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Russell. Up top, Morris. 3-pointer. The Clippers rebound. Leonard outside for George. There's the triple. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Jackson from long range. The offensive rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside, Russell. Pass to Towns. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jackson finds Morris. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Edwards. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from George. The Clippers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
You know, when you have a guy like Kawhi Leonard, so much of what you do goes through him. You trust him. You trust his abilities.
Lets it go with a three. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Timberwolves have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Out to Edwards. From past the arc. The shot off that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Zubac's the pass to Leonard. There's the three. And they'll get another chance. Jackson has the open look. And again, no good by the Clippers. Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards looking it over. It's Prince on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock at 6. Towns finds Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Clippers leading by 9. And here's Jackson. He has 5. Here's Morris. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
2 minutes.
Outside Russell, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Los Angeles has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Jackson kicks to Zubac. And now the Timberwolves on the break. They could use a bucket. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Edwards.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
A 3 from Morris. Minnesota with the rebound. Right side Towns. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 8 now on the night. A 3 from Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 7. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Russell. Jackson misses. Here's Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass. Edwards got 10 points.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Zubac finds Jackson. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
George with the bucket.
And we talk about George's confidence. When you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
Prince outside. Towns for 3. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. And that one, good.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Now the pass to Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Launches a 3. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've played the better game so far, but... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Edwards. Timberwolves keep it alive. There's Russell with the 3. That shot missing.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 9-point game. And the dunk by Towns.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses. Protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
Leonard kicks to George. Shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. Oh, Russell in position. Stolen by Zubac. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's George. Gobert with the block. Outside Russell to the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Edwards. Looking to get it going. The feed to Towns. Excellent D there from George.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Leonard, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Clippers lead by 12.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Morris. Lets it go. Zubac no good. Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Russell passes to Prince. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Edwards. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. That's 12 points for Anthony Edwards.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
Here's Towns. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Left side, George. It's stolen by Edwards. There's the lob to Towns. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
Leonard on the wing. Beyond the arc. And the Clippers miss again.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And when you watch Edwards, expect him to get his, a prolific score.
And George kicks to Jackson from outside the arc. The shot, no good. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Prince dishes to Towns. Back to Prince. Out to Edwards. It's up a 3. Morris with the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection. Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Gobert trying to get open. Offensive rebound. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Stepping up big, Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Outside, George. Over Edwards. A nice shot by George. And the Clippers lead by 6.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Russell, no luck. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Steve Smith.
Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt in this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. Then it's Steven Adams. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Aldama in at the 4. So it's Minnesota now. After the basket by Memphis. Here's Russell. Misses off the right iron. And it's Moran off the drive. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Outside Russell. Down low. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
And we're about a minute into the first. On the wing, Bane. Pass to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And here's Morant outside. And it's Morant again missing.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Brooks from outside and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. The kick out to Edwards. And that misses. That would have put him up. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Three-pointer, Brooks. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Adams against Russell. Pass to Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Knocked away. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now here's Morant. Adams with the ball. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Rebound Minnesota.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Pass to Edwards. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Russell against Moran. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Here's Prince. Sends it home from three-point land. Doris with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either. Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense is no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Outside Morant. Driving to the basket. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. From deep. Morant, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
First free throw is good.
Well, D'Angelo Russell is a dynamic scorer in the NBA. He's got a unique skill set at the position. The key is he's got to continue to grow as a decision maker.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Bane. And here's Brooks. Right wing. Here's Aldama. And another miss by Memphis. Here's Towns. Outside for Russell. And that does it for the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. And here's Morant outside. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Russell up top, pounded by Morant. Out to the right wing. Here's Towns. Banked it in off the glass. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Morant against Russell. Morant, pass to Adams. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
This is Steven Adams at his absolute best. This guy is a high percentage shooter because he understands how to use his frame.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Prince. Gobert with a screen on Bane. Edwards. Another shot. That shot is off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Bane with it. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance. Bane's got 6 points. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a three off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
Towns against Bane. Here's Adams. To the right side. Here's Aldama, guarded by Edwards. From deep, Bane. Poke loose and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Bane. From deep, Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Pass to Bain. Oh, got a piece of it. Back to Brooks. Can't hit from in close. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Now Russell. And he lobs it up, and it's Towns with the power finish.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Adams. Trying to get back on track. Here's Aldama. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Bain. The offensive rebound. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. For Minnesota, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Outside Russell. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. The Grizzlies have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
20 seconds left in the second period. Morant, no good. Timberwolves shooting a solid 50% throughout the second. Pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. And stolen by Bain. It's tipped. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ending the quarter up. And if you just join it in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. The Timberwolves shooting about 56% in this one. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell. Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Here's Russell. Pass to Prince. Now Towns. Back to Prince. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Stolen by Russell. And there's the drive. And then Russell with the dunk.
D'Angelo Russell rises up and drops the hammer.
Jones against Russell. Jones in the post. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. Now Russell. He has 6. Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. Up and in on the layup. Gobert's got 6.
It's incredible to think how far Rudy Gobert has come since entering the league and his ability to finish at the cup. That is just nicely done.
Covered by Towns. Soft touch off the glass.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Russell against Jones. Ooh, poked away. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game. On defense, the Grizzlies. It's a 14-point game. Here's Russell driving in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Russell's got 6 points in the quarter.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Back to Jones. Clock at 6. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's foul number 2 for him. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Right side, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Jones against Russell. Uses the glass on the layup. 10 points for him.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Up top, Edwards. Back to Towns. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Tyus Jones.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Jones with the ball. Towns covering.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. On the take. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 8 points. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Pass to Towns. Here's Prince. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams in the post. Prince is there. Now here's Russell. He's got 10. Pass to Edwards. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Timberwolves. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for Memphis, Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in at the power forward position. Russell against Moran. Pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
You can see the wide variety of ways that Karl Anthony Towns can put points on the board. There isn't an aspect of the offensive end of the floor that he doesn't do well.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
Russell against Morant. Russell to pass to Towns. Now here's Edwards. Let's go with a 3. Adams grabs the miss. Well, Memphis shooting a low 30% from the floor. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Towns for 3. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Pass to Edwards. Here's Brent. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Edwards. From deep 3-point range. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves. Gobert finds Edwards. Outside Russell. The 3 ball. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Russell is continuing to develop that deep perimeter shot. He's got to continue to be a factor from there.
Adams with the ball. Pulls up. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Pass to Towns. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And here's Russell. Here's the 3. Offensive board. Gobert passes to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Tries yet again. Out left to the wing. Picked by Gobert. Towns for 3. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
It's not just the 3-point shooting. It's the range 3-point shooting. Towns will fire from anywhere.
Back to Morant. Stolen by Russell. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. It's Edwards on the wing. Towns against Morant. Now here's Towns. The D's right on him. 4 on the clock. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Karl Anthony Towns.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Outside Edwards, and the lob disrupted. Not to be. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And here's Minnesota now. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Russell. Oh, they get a hand on it. Shot clock at 5. Towns for 3. Brooks with the rebound. No good there. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second.
lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Pop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Booker outside and stolen by Russell. There's the lob to Towns. Crowder with the steal. Booker with no one around. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. Bridges kicks to Paul. Back to Bridges.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release. Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
Out to Edwards. Here's Russell. He dishes it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise in their future.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Edwards against Booker. Here's Crowder. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Getting bumped after the shot, no problem for Jay Crowder.
The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Russell. The kick out to Towns. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Plays it up and banks it in. And that's now 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Paul. He kicks it to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Gobert trying to get open. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Towns. Towns is doubled. And good that time.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Booker against Edwards. Passes it to Paul. Booker dishes to Paul. For 3, Bridges. The shot, no good. Timberwolves go the other way with it.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Here's Paul after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Booker outside. Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City. They've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Here is Russell after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Russell passes to Prince. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's just too easy for Taurean Prince.
Suns trail by 4. Booker up top. Edwards defending. Here's Hayton. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Towns, no luck. Bridges outside. Here's Crowder. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. It's stolen by Gobert by himself, and the dunk by Towns.
And he also brings the hustle to the table. Towns doesn't wait when the break is on. He's quick to get up the court.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Booker trying to free himself up. Shot by Crowder, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards inside. He's against Bridges. Outside, Towns. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunity.
Shot clock at 2. And here's Booker from the arc. Gobert pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Russell passes to Prince. Russell kicks to Edwards. Russell against Paul. Here's Edwards. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Suns trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Hayton. Gobert with the defensive effort.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Crowder finds Bridges. To the wing on the left. Paul passes to Bridges. Outside Crowder. From deep 3-point range. Phoenix no good that time either.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Inside to stop the drought, and they pick up 2.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And here's Edwards from the arc. And Paul pulls it down. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Booker, no good.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Kicks it out to Paul, and stolen by Prince. There's the lob to Towns. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
Kicks it out to Booker. Got a piece of it. Here's Towns. Double clutches. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Towns with the putback. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. The Suns shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And Devin Booker's impact on the game stretching far beyond just his elite ability to put the ball in the hole. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
The pass to Booker. Paul kicks to Bridges. Booker right side, and the dunk by Booker.
He really gets up there. I mean, Devin Booker will surprise you. Throw it down.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Here's Russell driving inside. Makes it off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Russell in complete control that time. Score off of that drive. It's a skill you have to have as a combo guard in this league.
Booker finds Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And the shot's good from Crowder.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Russell, and he drives in. Pass to Prince. Back to Towns. Here's Edwards. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
Towns, a screen on Paul. Russell passes to Gobert. And stolen by Ayton. Crowder kicks to Bridges. Booker outside. Bridges against Edwards. Now here's Paul. No points in the game yet for him, and it's good for 2.
Anytime CP3 gets inside the three-point line, or especially inside the top of the key, he's an immediate threat.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Edwards drives in.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Suns have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And he sinks the second.
Well, Ayton and efficiency go hand in hand. I mean, this guy's field goal percentage is on cloud 9.
Out left to the wing. Towns against Crowder. Towns the pass to Russell. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Here's Crowder. Down low. Ayton kicks to Paul. Drops in the layup for 2. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Booker outside to the middle. Here's Ayton. No good. Shot missing. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Prince. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Prince has got 6 points.
Prince doing a good job of staying in that straight line attack mode.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Bridges for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Russell dishes to Edwards. .111 left in the third. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Edwards. Over Booker, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Suns trail by 6. Paul finds Booker. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Paul passes to Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Towns dishes to Russell. Back to Towns. To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 6-point game. Ayton a screen. Paul goes in. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with him.
Ball against Russell. Pass to Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Paul surveying the floor. Here's Ayton. Can't get it to fall. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 5. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Timberwolves leading by 5. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Towns driving to the basket. And Gobert kicks to Towns. Prince outside. Edwards against Ayton. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards. 10 points for Rudy Gobert. Suns trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Ayton. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Edwards finds Towns.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Ball outside. On the wing, Booker. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Outside, Crowder. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Back to Russell. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Oh, the lob to Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Back to Booker. And it's in there. 10 points for Devin Booker.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Bridges with the steal. Passes to Crowder. Back to Ayton. And the rejection by Towns.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
Crowder against Russell. Prince outside. Towns, the pass to Prince. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Prince has got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Ball outside. Booker finds Paul. The kick out to Crowder. Here's the 3. Drills it from outside.
Looks like Crowder feels like the green light is all his on that shot.
Minnesota leading by 7. Outside, Towns. Oh, Russell in position.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Booker dishes to Ayton. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And Paul puts up a deep 3. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. For 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Out to the wing. The pass to Russell. 5 on the clock. Back to Edwards. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Ayton kicks to Booker. 3-pointer. Crowder. Not going to go that time. Knocks it loose. And here is Prince. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win.